Here I am, an American citizen, walking around inside of Guanajuato at night. Specifically a small town called Huanimaro, Guanajuato. This state recently has been labeled as a level 3 on the State Department's do not travel list. But honestly, Huanimaro is one of the more safer places I think I've ever been, even in the United States. I'm from Houston, and oftentimes I don't even feel very safe in Houston. But here in Guanajuato, I feel fairly safe. The travel advisory was issued after what happened with the Mencho stuff and all the cartel action. Now, while I've been told there is cartel action inside, even in this small town that I live, or I'm currently visiting, still feel very safe. So, just wanted to share a little video for all the people out there that think that Mexico is just gangland and run by the cartel. This place, the United States told people not to travel to. And even on their site, it said that government employees couldn't travel through specific parts of Huanimaro, like the highway and stuff like that. They didn't want them on the roads. But seriously, I've never felt safer in a small town. So it always feels like Mexico gets like a bad rap. It doesn't have a good PR person. You know, as I said, I feel pretty frightened walking around downtown Houston in the middle of the night sometimes. But here, just another day in the neighborhood. You know, this town is small, filled with great food. There's 2 churches in town, both Catholic churches. And lots of family. Everyone's outside. You know, lots of people say buenas noches to each other. Wave. You know? It's very nice. Very, very nice. I will say, when coming into Guanajuato or traveling through Guanajuato, it does look sometimes, depending on what time of the year you come through. But even recently, when we were coming through here, it did look a little war zone-ish, and that's only because they light fires in the tequila fields, I guess, to burn off like weeds and stuff like that. So see a lot of haze or a lot of fires or stuff like that. And sometimes the fires are like right next to the road, which is sometimes quite concerning. And even when we were coming through this past time, there was fires in the mountains, and it's just to burn off brush and stuff like that. It's pretty dry this time of year, and I guess they do that to help avoid like you know, big wildfires and stuff like that. Like get all the little brush off, so if something does happen, it's not as bad. But honestly, that's the only thing that looks bad and quite war zone-ish, because like I said, there are quite a few fires, and even just walking around here now, you can smell the smoke from just the fires around the city. So that would be my observations. Again, not terrified in the least. Sometimes terrifying to drive through, just because the fires get so close, and sometimes the smoke is so thick, but this is a perfectly safe place.